Hey everyone, this is Michael again, and we are live. It's a Sunday night here. Hope you guys are doing very good on this Sunday night. Hope your day was well. My day was good. Just worked and came back home, relaxed. I am on vacation from work this week, so hopefully get a chance to watch some films and review them, catch up with the films I got on my DVR, maybe. So you know we'll we'll do that. So, but hey, big boy, Snacks Johnny TV, how you doing? Thank you for coming into the chat here. Hello, Mohammed. Thank you. Uh, yeah, hope you guys are doing well. Uh, chat is open. Super chats are open. So we also got super stickers if you guys want to do that. But tonight, you know, me and Datila, aka Rangers of Wrestling, we're gonna give our predictions of AEW All In, which is happening next Sunday in London at Wembley Stadium. Shaped up to be a good show. So there is we got 10 matches on the card. One match being a pre-show match or a 0 hour match. So, but yeah, All In shaping up to be a good show in London. And this is the last you know, I guess this is the last All In show that they're doing in London because next year they are moving All In to Texas. So All In's going to be in Texas next year. Also going to go over the movie news probably while I wait for the Tilla or you know, let's look at the box office. So we'll see what's going on in the box office here for opening weekend. Alien Romulus actually was number one at the box office. Um, it actually is number one here with number one here. Debuts at number one with $41.5 million domestic box office take. I have not seen the film yet. I've heard pretty good things about it from my friends online, and they from reviews and reviews online. So here's the top box office uh, according to IMDb for this weekend. So just give me a second here. Okay, so we got Alien Romulus at number one here. Of course, that's the number one movie of the weekend with 42 million. Deadpool and Wolverine came in at number two with 29 million. It Ends With Us, 24 million at number three. Twisters at number four with 9 million. Coraline, I guess, re-release of Coraline came in at number five with 8 million. Shockingly, that made the box office for a re-release. I have not seen Coraline, but I've heard good things about it. And Despicable Me 4 at number six with 6 million. Let's see. Let's see here. Trap at number seven, 3.4 million. So number eight, Inside Out 2, 3.2 million. Borderlands is a bomb. I knew it was, it was going to be horrible. Like I was looking forward to it, but then like the horrible reviews came out for it, and look at that weekend gross 2.4 million. Total gross is 14 million. That is terrible. But yeah, a lot of people said that it was terrible, it was awful, it was one on the list of worst video games movies. So yeah, I mean, you got Kevin Hart, you have Jamie Lee Curtis in it, Jack Black making an appearance, and it's directed by Eli Roth. Originally, uh, yeah, the movie was shot in the summer of 2021. Eli Roth's first director's cut was reportedly finished in early 2022. It was shelved for over 2 years due to studio interference while the film was in post production. Appalled by the film's extreme violence, the studio wanted the film to be marketed as a blockbuster, and they hired Tim Miller to do reshoots. These reshoots ended up compromising so much of the final movie that Steve Jablinski had to write an entirely new musical score, as the original score by Nathan Barr no longer fit the film. Yeah, a lot of studio interference, and directors, two different directors came in. So got a 4.3. That's terrible. But yeah, Borderlands. Yeah, I mean the trailer looked fun, but the reviews for it are terrible. So yeah, I don't know what this Street 2 is. Yeah, but like I said, really shocked that Coraline is at number 5 with a weekend gross of 8.4 million, total gross 94 million. That's shocking on a re-release. But I haven't seen the film, heard very good things about it. Directed by Henry Selick, who of course directed Nightmare Before Christmas. I mean, a lot of people think that Tim Burton directed Nightmare Before Christmas. No, it was his idea. He, produced Nightmare Before Christmas. But yeah, Henry Selick was the director. Yeah, Tim Burton wrote it. Yeah, Nightmare Before Christmas. I haven't seen it in a while, but I remember really enjoying the film. But it's got a good cast. Danny Elfman as the singing voice for Jack Skellington, Chris Sarandon, voicing him, Catherine O'Hara, great as Sally. You got Paul Rubens in there. So, but got to give Nightmare Before Christmas, another watch at some point. It's been a while since I've seen it. I mean, I have the special edition DVD, which has Tim Burton's two shorts on it, Vincent and Frankenweenie, which I really love Frankenweenie. Just a classic short that Tim Burton then later on turned into a full-length film. So this is all Henry Selick. I mean, Monkey Bone, I remember seeing that years ago. It's a very weird film, but I strangely remember liking it. James and the Giant Peach, I saw, clips of it years ago. I remember my cousin having it on VHS. So, yeah, Twisters still, doing good. Deadpool and Wolverine already hit the billion mark. So that's pretty cool. I want to go see Deadpool and Wolverine again because of how much I loved it. Uh, But there are many ties to Logan, which X24 was part of it. She was a little kid in Logan, so my friend was like, "Oh well, watch Logan." So yeah, I'm gonna attempt to watch Logan to understand, more about Logan and the X24 character. So we'll do that. And Logan, I heard, is its own standalone film. But I didn't know that Daphne Keene was small in Logan. As X23. I think I said X24 or something. X23. I meant. So yeah. And with that being said, my guest has arrived. Please welcome my buddy, my YWC favorite, and the Power Rangers queen, Datila.
Appreciate the introduction.
There you go. You always get an introduction here on my channel.
Thanks.
We got to give you a promotion for your channel for everybody to go and subscribe to her. So
Thank you.
over and subscribe to Datila. She's a good friend of mine. She does really great wrestling reviews, Power Rangers stuff. Check her out, guys. Help her, Datila, get monetized.
I got a long way to go before I get monetized. A long way.
So how you been, Datila?
Good. It's this coming week is obviously Power Morphicon week, so just been preparing for Power Morphicon. I ordered a bunch of new Power Ranger shirts for the occasion because it had been a while since I got myself Power Ranger shirts. So yeah. I'm excited. I ordered a bunch of new shirts.
Yeah, guys, also check out her channel because she's going to be interviewing some of the Power Rangers people at Power Morphicon. So check out that.
I'm hoping to interview. I didn't say I was. I'm hoping. Knock on wood, everything goes well.
I will. Knock on wood for you. But I do got to show you this. Look what came yesterday, but I opened it up today. My New York Comic Con 4-day badge.
Oh, that's cool. It's one piece. That's awesome.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Last year it was I think another Crunchyroll anime.
Oh, that's cool.
Forgot what it was.
Definitely would like to go to New York Comic Con one day. It's on my bucket list to go.
Hopefully next year.
I don't know. I got a lot of stuff planned for next year. We'll see.
And also, I don't know if you've been to McDonald's lately, but they've been releasing these collector's edition cups.
I have not been to McDonald's
lately. And you get like a collector's meal, and like let's say you get like a Big Mac or 10-piece nuggets with fries and a drink, and they give you these cups, in them.
Do you get to pick, or is it like a surprise?
It's a surprise.
Oh, that's kind of lame. Because how do you know you get the whole set?
It's like a mystery.
Oh, okay.
So this one I got here. I'll show you guys. This is the Beanie Babies cup.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, because McDonald's released Beanie Babies back in the day. So as one of their Happy Meal toy lines. So there you go. Very nicely designed. So that's one of them. And second one here, which I got today, has Snoopy on it.
Cool. Is Snoopy, this nationwide or is this a New York thing?
This is nationwide.
Okay.
And you got Hello Kitty on the back.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. And also on eBay, he had like people are buying these and they're selling them online for a lot of money. Of
course they are.
Like this is a limited edition. This is limited edition, and by the time like all these are out, it's gonna be a lot of money on eBay. So here is like the whole like lines. I guess somebody got like the whole line. So there's 6 cups.
Hmm.
So it's all that, and it's the packaging. Here's one of them, like the whole like McDonald land
Oh, cool.
stuff, which is cool. You also get Grimace there.
Awesome.
There's Here's this one, which is the Coca-Cola Polar Bears one.
Oh, that's dope.
Mhm. Very nicely. Very. These are all very nicely designed.
Do they sell these separately, or do you have to just buy them with the meals?
You have to buy them with the meals.
I
think.
cannot imagine the amount of meals this person had to go to get all these cups.
I know.
Not to mention that they had duplicates.
Yeah. Here's the Minions one,
That's cool.
and on the other side you get Shrek. This is the other side with Shrek on it. And then here's one that I hope I get next. Has Jurassic Park on it.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I hope that's the next one I get. Here's one that has Barbie on it. And then
Okay.
that's the Beanie Babies one that I just showed you. Hello Kitty. Oh no. Oh, here's the Hot Wheels one.
Awesome. Okay.
I
That's
like
cool.
that one. That's very nicely designed. So
Yeah,
yeah,
you're gonna have to get a lot of. You're gonna have to get a lot of Big Mac meals to get that.
Yeah, I know. Hopefully, I so want to get one tomorrow, just for the sake of getting the cup.
If they had a Power Rangers one, I probably would try to go get it.
Yeah, because I think McDonald's released Power Rangers toys.
Yeah, probably when the movie first came out.
Yeah. Swerve is in the chat. Hey, Swerve.
Oh, hey.
Yeah, hit that like. Thank you, Swerve.
Hit that like.
But yeah. So everybody that's watching, go to your local McDonald's, get those collectors meals, and then get those cups, because these are going to be going for a lot of money very soon. So
Okay.
the collector's item.
Yeah.
Yeah, Swerve says finally McDonald's coming out with decent stuff again. Yeah, hopefully.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, hopefully it sticks.
Yeah. McDonald's, if you're listening, please give Datila what she wants. Please give her some Power Ranger stuff. Please re-release them.
I doubt it. I'm really yeah.
Okay, so getting into the All In predictions. Of course, All In is next Sunday. It's going to be in London from Wembley Stadium.
And the same day as the last day of Power Morphicon.
There you go.
Fun fact. This is the second time an AEW has scheduled a show the same weekend as Power Morphicon. Really? Yeah, back in 2020, Power Morphicon 2020, and I think All Out were the same weekend. But then, what happened, and Power Morphicon went online. So yeah, but this is the second time they end up on the sea.
Was that during like the pandemic?
Yeah. So this is the second time they end up on the same weekend.
It's going to be one busy weekend for you. Yeah, Power Morphicon and All In.
Yeah, I bought the combo package off Fight TV.
Oh, wow. Yeah, well, I hope Max gets like a deal and gets like the pay-per-views on there.
Yeah, Max.
So it could be off of Fight TV. Yeah, because it'll be easy for me because I have Max, so I'm subscribed.
I don't have Max, but I would be willing to get Max if it meant AEW was going on there.
Yeah, I don't watch too much stuff on Max though. Like if they have like if they have AEW pay-per-views come on there in the future, I'd definitely watch that.
Yeah.
So we have 10 matches on the card. I could tell this is going to be another pay-per-view that goes over midnight here. We all know
It starts at
Tony.
not midnight, because it starts at 10 a.m. for me, so it'd be 12 noon your time.
Oh, it'll be 1 p.m.
Oh yeah, 1 p.m. My bad. Sorry, I was thinking
I was
on Central Time. I was on Central Time.
This is why I'm like, when every time an AEW pay-per-view comes along, I'm like, oh, it's at night, but it's in London, so London is like a couple of hours, more than us.
Yeah.
So this is good. I could finally watch an AEW pay-per-view without having to feel tired.
I'm probably gonna feel tired because I'm gonna watch this on Sunday evening as soon as I get home from Power Morphicon.
The tables have turned.
I'm not watching this show live.
I don't blame you.
Unfortunately.
Power Morphicon will be better for you.
We'll see.
But like I said, we have 10 matches on the card. We have one match that's on the 0 hour pre-show. So far, yeah. I don't know if they're gonna book other matches. They have yet to be announced. And for the pre-show match here, we got Chris Statlander and Stokely Hathaway versus Will Nightingale and Tomohiro Ishii. The winning team will choose a stipulation of the match between Will Nightingale and Chris Statlander at All Out. All I could say is, can we please end this feud between Will Nightingale and Chris Statlander? I have no interest in this feud. I know a lot of you probably don't even care either. But Chris Statlander teaming with Stokely Hathaway, I think this is Stokely Hathaway's in-ring debut here, because Stokely Hathaway, we all know that he is he's managing Chris Statlander. So this is gonna be his in-ring debut. Who knows if he has some moves in him? But my prediction, I think Chris Statlander and Stokely Hathaway is going to win this, because Stokely Hathaway might be a little sneaky-ish, and taking out maybe Will Nightingale, giving Chris Statlander, the win. So I'll have to go with Statlander and Stokely Hathaway. I think Will Nightingale will get her next win come All Out. What do you think, Datila?
I actually have to agree with you. I think that because the winner is choosing the stipulation, I do think that Chris and Stokely are winning this, and then Willow will get her win back at All Out.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm getting used to this solo layout and stuff. But yeah, do I care about this match? No, I really don't, because Stokely Hathaway, Chris Statlander, this whole feud, Stokely Hathaway saying, "Oh, Will Nightingale, oh, she betrayed Statlander, oh, she was horrible," and all like that, and Chris Statlander attacking Will Nightingale pretty much, from behind and everywhere. It's like, yeah, just give the win to Chris Statlander. And Will Nightingale teaming up with Tomohiro Ishii, I'm like, Tomohiro Ishii is okay. He's not my favorite. So, but yeah, it's just, this match just screams pre-show match.
Right.
So, and then we move on to the Women's World Championship. Timeless Toni Storm versus Mariah May. Now, I like the build for this. Really enjoyed when Mariah May turned heel on Toni Storm, using that boot and busting Toni Storm open with the boot. I thought that was one of the best, images on Dynamite. And, this whole feud, I'm really enjoying. They're doing a very good job with it. And who wins the match? My prediction, I'm going with Mariah May. I think Mariah May is going to win the championship. I mean, they're booking Mariah May to the moon, and she's so over. I think that she is going to uh, win the match. I think Mariah May is going to win it. So, but Attila, what are your thoughts?
This has been one of the best stories so far that AEW has been telling. I've actually really enjoyed the story between Toni Storm and Mariah May. I do think Mariah May is taking it. She should take it. If she doesn't take it, I really don't know what the whole point of the story was. But I definitely agree. Mariah May is gonna take the title off of Toni Storm. This is one of the matches I'm looking forward to. I really enjoyed the build, and I agree with you. That shot of Mariah May beating the crap out of Toni Storm with that shoe to close Dynamite, that was really great. That was great.
Yeah, I fully agree. But Mariah May's going to win it there. My prediction in Wembley. It's going to be an amazing moment for Mariah May. Next, we move on to the American Championship or the International Championship. MJF versus Will Ospreay, and I'm enjoying the build up to this match. MJF, of course, once again turned heel, and it's the MJF that we all know and love. He's the cockish prick that he is. I mean, he had a good run as a babyface, and I enjoy MJF more, as a heel than the babyface because it suits his character. Even when you meet MJF at, like conventions, he's never, the baby face guy. He's always the heelish, prickish, guy that, is like giving you faces, sticking out the middle finger at you in the picture. But Will Ospreay, he is absolutely great in the ring. He's highly entertaining. And this match is going to be, in my opinion, one of the best matches of the night. And who wins? I have to say that MJF is going to retain. I think it's going to be an upset for Will Ospreay in Wembley in London. There's no way that they're taking the title off of MJF that quick. So, but I'm going with the MJF to retain the title. So, what do you think, Datila?
Well, at first I was kind of like, oh, I think Will Ospreay might win, but no, I'm slightly leading to agreeing with you with MJF winning, because I started thinking like what if because remember how Kyle Fletcher took a beating because of Will Ospreay, so this is a long shot, but what if Kyle Fletcher cost Will Ospreay this match?
Come to think of it, maybe.
But I'm going to go with MJF as well.
Yeah, same. Next, we got the TNT Championship match, coffin match. Jack Perry versus Darby Allin. Now, Jack Perry, I'd say he's doing pretty good as the TNT champion. And I like his whole, arc with him and, the Elite with the EVPs, Matthew and Nicholas Jackson. Also, Kazuchika bitch Okada.
Yeah.
Because that everybody's using that now,
with Okada. That shirt.
Oh, they have a shirt They have a shirt with that?
Yeah. You didn't see it?
I didn't see it.
It's on Pro Wrestling Tees.
Oh. Pro Wrestling Tees. Let me look that up. I got to get that now. That's cool. That's cool that you let me know about that.
I don't know if it's still on there, but I remember they had a released one.
Let me see.
Shut up, bitches. Yeah, it says shut up, bitches.
Let's see here. I want to see if it pops up. I want to show everybody. So if you guys are interested in getting a Okada shirt, so then you can get it. No, I don't see it. All I see is Rainmaker, Okada, and yeah, I don't see it though. This is all I see. Oops, sorry.
Okay.
This is all you see. This is on Pro Wrestling Tees. So it must have been a limited edition.
They took it off, yeah, because it was him with the at the car and said, "Shut up, bitches."
Damn it. No, that's something I got to find on eBay now. They have it in my size. But getting back to this, Jack Perry, he's doing good. I like, him as a heel. He's doing some of the best work in AEW so far. And Darby Allin, of course, I'm a fan of Darby Allin. He's absolutely good in the ring. Really enjoy when he comes out on the skateboard. And just the moves that he does is it's very daredevilish. At times, like when he does moves, I'm like, oh, is he gonna hurt himself? Oh, is he gonna kill himself? Doing these moves and getting out, to be injured for months. So, but for who I have to choose, I'm gonna have to go with Jack Perry to retain the title. I think there's no way that Jack Perry is losing it. And I think Darby Allin's going to bring Jack Perry to a very good match here.
I disagree. I think Darby Allin will take the title here. But I do think it's going to be a great match. That's for sure. Yeah.
All right. So yeah, I'm going with Jack Perry on that. Next, we got the TBS Championship. Mercedes Moné versus Dr. Britt Baker. Let's do it, Datila. D-M-D. And we're liking how this is setting up. Mercedes Moné, I think she's very flat now. Now when you watch her on Dynamite, I just don't feel like the hype, surrounding Mercedes anymore. I think like everybody's getting tired of, the CEO, shtick that, she does. And having Camille by Mercedes' side, I think that's, pretty good. And I think Mercedes, along with Camille as a tag team, I think they're going to be very dominant. But going with who to win here, I think Mercedes is going to retain the title because I think that Camille is going to, get involved and going to have her distract the ref. I think that's how it's going to go. And then Mercedes is going to use some sort of maybe weapon or something to take out Britt Baker. And I think that is how I think Mercedes is going to win. Or even if Camille, blindsides Britt Baker. So I'm going to have to go with Mercedes to retain the TBS championship. What do you think, Datila? Your thoughts?
Well, I was a little surprised this feud happened as quickly as it did. I thought they were going to have Mercedes go through a couple of the women first and then have this feud. But yeah, I have to agree. I don't think Mercedes is losing here. I definitely do think it's going to be a dirty finish. But she's definitely walking out of a Wembley Stadium with that TBS title until this is definitely not going to be a one-match feud. That's for sure.
Yeah, I think there's going to be more matches to come, and I think we're going to get maybe like a 3 match, 3 matches out of this with Mercedes and Britt Baker. I think that Mercedes is going to win at All In. I think we get maybe a rematch at All Out, having Britt Baker win, and then at the next pay-per-view, which I think is Full Gear, right?
No, you're jumping way ahead. It
What?
would be World's End.
World's End. World's End.
No, not World's End. Wrestle Dream. My bad. Now I'm jumping way ahead. Wrestle Dream.
Wrestle Dream. I think we're
gonna get Full Gear. Then World's End.
I think we're gonna get the last match at Wrestle Dream.
Okay.
So, but yeah, I'm going with Mercedes. Do you think John Cena and Roman Reigns will feud one last time before John Cena retires? Hopefully, that would be a very good match to see, a dream match there. So, I would think so. Hey, Tyler. And then we have the Casino Gauntlet match for your future set at the World Championship. Orange Cassidy versus someone. Who knows who will be? I don't have a prediction for that.
Same. I don't either because I don't know who's in this match.
Yeah, we don't know who is in this match. Well, they're doing that that ladder match. I think for the Trios Championship that they announced on Collision last night. Okay. And that is not. I don't think that's on the. Oh yeah, it is on the card here. So we got who's going to be in it. We'll get to it. But yeah, Orange Cassidy versus whoever for the Casino Gauntlet match. We don't have no predictions, so we're going to move on from that. And we get to this match.
Your face.
God. Please, can we have Jericho go on tour, please? We are tired of him going out there saying, "Hi, guys. Hi, everybody."
Yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of the Learning Tree either.
Learning Tree is god awful.
Well, not this version of the Learning Tree. I prefer Brian Myers' version of the Learning Tree.
Yeah, if you watch TNA, Datila, if you are new to my channel, she's a big TNA fan, so. But
and I review TNA every Thursday on Body Slam.
Yeah, so if you're a fan of TNA, go to Body Slam, check out Datila's review of it.
Except this Thursday, no TNA review this Thursday.
There you go. So don't come into Body Slam this Thursday. So, but it's gonna be Chris Jericho versus Hook. This is a last chance match for the FTW Championship.
Stop right there. It's Hook. Hook's taking this, I would assume.
There you go. Do we really need to say who's going to win this?
Hook.
It is going to be Hook. So then, hopefully, if Hook wins, he retains the FTW Championship, and if he wins, hopefully Jericho goes away and goes on tour. Please, I want to see the Learning Tree on my TV every single week. It's like every single week we're getting the Learning Tree on TV. Stop it, TK. This is one of the worst gimmicks that Jericho has ever done. The absolute worst. But as I look at this, I'm like, maybe there could be some interference in the match between Big Bill and Brian Keith.
Oh, I definitely see that happening. That's for sure.
Yeah.
But don't forget, Hook has his own friends too, and Shibata. So
yeah,
I could see that happening.
So go with Hook. Both me and Datila going for Hook.
Yeah.
Next, we have the World Tag Team Championship match. Three-way. It's the Young Bucks, the EVPs, Matthew and Nicholas, versus
Jackson.
Yep, Matthew and Nicholas Jackson versus FTR versus the Acclaimed. And how many times have we seen the Young Bucks and FTR go at it?
I'm tired. 4 times already?
I think it was 4 times, yeah. I gotta say, I am tired of seeing the Young Bucks and FTR going at it. It's just over. It's just overdone. It was good the first time. It was good the second time. Third time, eh. And now we're getting a fourth time with them, but you throw in the Acclaimed. So, but do I have any interest in this match? No, because obviously I know who is possibly going to win. And if you say FTR, no. If you say the Acclaimed, no. It's going to be the Young Bucks. The Young Bucks are going to retain the World Tag Team Championship. So that is my prediction. I think the Young Bucks are retaining. I don't see them losing titles here. So, Attila?
I disagree. I think it's going to be a bad night for the Elite all around. I think they're losing all the gold. So I would have to pick the Acclaimed here because look, I liked Bucks versus FTR the first 3 times it happened, but that's why they made this a triple threat. So I gotta go with the Acclaimed here.
Okay. I mean, could the Acclaimed recapture the World Tag Team Championship? I mean, I was there when they won it at Grand Slam in 2022, which that was a big moment, huge moment. That was when the Acclaimed was so over, and to see them, win the titles there live was absolutely amazing at Arthur Ashe Stadium. But yeah, I think that the Bucks are going to retain the titles. Next, we have the four-way London ladder match for the World Trios Championship. This was announced by Christopher Daniels last night on Collision. So again, the Patriarchy, Christian Cage, Killswitch, and Nick Wayne versus the Bang Bang Gang, Juice Robinson, Austin, and Colton Gunn versus the House of Black, Malachi Black, Brody King, and Buddy Matthews versus someone to be determined. And I think this is going to be a entertaining match here for the Trios Championship. The Trios Championship, I feel like they are not featured, a whole lot more like any of the other AEW titles. I think that the Trios Championships are kind of forgotten about. Like you hardly see it, like you hardly see the titles being defended. But as I say, you have, Juice Robinson, Austin Gunn, and Colton Gunn in there. You got the House of Black in there, which I know the House of Black are going to dominate the match. But to see who wins the match, my prediction, I think it's going to be the House of Black. I think the House of Black are going to win it because they are so over and everybody enjoys the House of Black and they have a lot of momentum. So I'm going to have to go with the House of Black to win the World Trios Championship. Tilla?
Well, first off, I was really surprised it's going to be a 4-way considering it's a trios title here. Second of all, what the hell is a London ladder match? Is this the equivalent of when the Bucks first fought the Lucha Brothers in Escalera de la Muerte, which just turned out to be a regular ladder match?
I would think so.
If I had to choose one, I would also go with the House of Black. I think, like you said, they're massively over. So I got to pick with the House of Black here on this one.
Yeah, I agree. But as for that reference, I'm not too sure about that. So Swerve is going with the same. Yeah, I'm saying they got a new contract, so that's my mark reason.
Okay.
So going with the House of Black, me and Datila. And we got Swerve Strickland versus Bryan Danielson. Title versus career match for the AEW World Championship. And, this is shaped up to potentially be the best match of the night.
Oh, definitely.
A lot of people are saying maybe this is going to be Bryan Danielson's farewell match, and he's going to go out, possibly having, one good match, one good final match here with Swerve Strickland. Now, I think of it this way: maybe Swerve will beat Bryan, but there are times where Bryan was like, you know what? I want to win the world championship before I retire. So with this, I think that Bryan's career is still going to continue. As I see him winning the world championship, I think Swerve is going to drop it. But I'm gonna have to go with Bryan Danielson winning the world championship. I think Bryan still has, a few more, fights in him. And like I said, he wants to become a world champion before he retires, and I think it's going to happen. I think that if possible, that he wins the title, that's going to be one of the best moments in Wembley. Therefore, All In. So, Datila, what do you think?
I don't think Bryan's retiring at All In. I think he's going to win and retire. Excuse me, at Wrestle Dream in his home state of Washington. Here, that's what I think. I feel like making this a title versus career match kind of made it obvious that Bryan was going to win this. So that's what I think.
So you think Bryan's going to win it?
Yeah, I think Bryan's definitely winning this match. I don't think he's losing. I would be really surprised if he loses.
Yeah, I think that will be the shock of the night.
Yeah, I don't think he's retiring here, though.
Did you hear about Hardcore Sports Network? They're looking for more people, creative wrestling division like TNA or more. Hardcore Sports Network on Google and YouTube and Instagram and Twitter. Oh, there you go. New mention for us, Datila.
Okay.
He's like, I lose, hopefully. He said minus Swerve Strickland. Okay. Having all of Wembley chant, yes, 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 will be a good visual. Yeah.
Yeah, it would be. I agree. That's why I don't think Bryan was going to lose. Because, because it would make the most sense if he retires in Washington.
Yeah. But, Bryan's going to win it. He's not retiring yet. Like Datila said, his final match will probably come, in Washington at Wrestle Dream. And this is the last All In show that's going to be at Wembley, because next year's All In is going to be in Texas.
Me and the WrestleManiacs are planning.
No, you got to get the All In planned and done for next year.
Yeah.
Yeah, since you've been down to Texas.
I've been to Tyler, Texas, and I've been to Houston, Texas. As we all know, I went to Houston to meet John Cena.
Yeah. And All In's going to be in Houston next year, right?
Arlington,
Texas. Okay. That's good. So, yeah, those are our predictions. It's shaping up to be a good show. Hopefully our predictions will, come right. So, we'll end up seeing.
I definitely will say, I think it's going to be a really great show. I'm going to try my darnest to avoid spoilers. I'm going to be as surprised as possible, but in this day and age, it's kind of hard to avoid spoilers.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, considering Datila will be at Power Morphicon.
Yep.
I'd be like, oh my god, Bryan Danielson retired.
Yeah.
No, I wouldn't do that to you. Yeah, so we'll look up some wrestling news, see what's going on there. Give you the Collision results, because I know you didn't watch Collision last night.
No, I didn't watch Collision.
So Yeah, we have a number one contenders match for the tag title shot at All In. So we have Britt Baker versus Harley Cameron. Can I just simply call that Britt Baker won it?
Yeah, I think she won too.
Yes, she did. She did. Says she swing a neck breaker and a curb stomp to Harley Cameron. Harley Cameron's just boring.
She's a good singer though. Like I
Awful
said,
in the
she's the
ring.
theme song for the Iconics, the Inspiration. I saw her perform it live. I have it all on video when I went to Bound for Glory.
That's on your channel, right?
I think so. I think it is on my channel.
It's on your channel, Datila?
Well, you
All
can
right, so
you can listen
so
to the
everybody,
song. You can listen
check out.
to the song.
There you go. Post-match, Mercedes Moné and Camille came down to the ring. Britt Baker grabbed the kendo stick. Camille took the kendo stick and shoved Britt Baker down the ring. Camille broke the kendo stick over her knee and then pump kicked Britt Baker. Camille put Britt Baker over her shoulders and took her into the ring. Camille walked Britt Baker halfway around the ring and face planted her. So there you go. Both Mercedes and Camille both stood with a foot on Britt Baker's back. So more hype for Mercedes and Britt Baker.
Mm-hmm.
So, but yeah, overall, it sounds like a very mid match. Next, we got the Kingdom versus Dustin Rhodes and Sammy Guevara. Now, I told you about this last night. Yeah, I messaged you about the match, what happened in the outcome. And we crowned new Ring of Honor World Tag Team Champions in Dustin Rhodes and Sammy Guevara. And I thought this was a very good match. I thought this was the best match of the night. And really glad that the Ring of Honor Tag Team titles are around people of interest in Dustin Rhodes and Sammy Guevara. So, I'm glad. I'm glad the Ring of Honor World Tag Team Championship is on, the both of them. But it was a very good match.
I was really surprised. I was really surprised because I feel like there's other tag teams that probably deserve that spot more than a makeshift team of Dustin and Sammy Guevara. But it's about time the Kingdom lost those tag titles. They really didn't do much with that.
Exactly.
But again, it's all because of Adam Cole's injury.
Yeah. And who knows when Adam Cole is returning. I think when Adam Cole returns, I think we get a continuation of his feud with MJF. I think Adam Cole is going to return as a babyface, and MJF is going to be the heel.
I could see that.
I mean, they gotta finish it off somehow. They can't just be like, oh, let's forget about that feud ever happened, and let's move on.
The kangaroo kick.
Yeah. Well, MJF still does the kangaroo kick, so that's something. Hopefully he doesn't stop, using that because it's, it's funny to look at. Tyler says, I'm new subscriber. To both of you guys, keep going. Thank you, Tyler.
Oh, thanks.
Next was Hologram versus Angelico. And, Hologram, I have to say, he is, pretty fun in the ring. Another one of those, luchador high flyers. And at first I thought this was Ricochet. But then...
I could see why.
Yeah, but then, Ricochet, he doesn't have, the tattoos that Ricochet has. But Hologram, I think he is pretty decent in the ring. Nice high flyer.
What just came to me? I think somebody said this on Twitter is, what if Ricochet debuts at the Casino Battle Royal?
Oh, I would see that. Yeah, I think that's why I think they're keeping it a secret, though.
Yeah.
I think maybe we might get Ricochet.
You mean, actually, it will be Prince Puma.
Prince Puma. Yeah, his Lucha Underground name as well. So, but I think we're gonna get. I think Ricochet is gonna, make his debut there. But that would be pretty. That would be pretty awesome. So, but this match was just in my opinion. And Helico, he's pretty meh in the ring. He has Serpentico by his side, or as I call Serpentico, Sir Jabico. But Hologram ended up winning. Hologram delivered an inside cradle on in Helico, so Hologram ended up getting the win. Looks like they're you know they're giving Hologram a push, which is good. Now, do I think that he's going to be one of the popular guys on the roster? No, but he's going to be probably mid card at best.
I think Hologram has a lot of potential.
He does have a lot of potential. But as of now, I consider him, mid card guy. So that's how I see it for now. But he will get up there. Here, next match was
Do we
Jack
even
Perry
have
versus...
to go over this?
Yes. No. Jack Perry ended up winning.
Yeah.
If you said Daniel Ryan won, yeah, goodbye. So we had Jack Perry got a green body bag and white spray paint from under the ring. He sprayed part of Orion's face with the white spray paint. He put Orion in a body bag with the TNT Championship. So Jack Perry zipped up the body bag, and Darby Allin was written on it. Jack Perry got his own TNT Championship, a custom-made TNT Championship, with a black belt and black spray painted plate, which looked pretty cool.
He's not the first person to get the custom TNT title. Remember, Scorpio Sky had a custom TNT title with Laker colors.
Yeah, the Laker belt. I'm gonna get the picture of what it looks like here, because I have to say it looks pretty cool. This is what it looks like here. Stop the screen for a bit. So that's what the belt looks like.
That looks pretty cool. I think it looks cool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think they did a pretty good job, with the new custom made belt for him. I don't think they probably might sell it on shop. Who knows? Tyler said, shake my head. Ricochet is fumbled by WWE. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ricochet had a lot of potential in WWE, but they didn't use him to his, didn't use him to his best.
Yeah.
Let's go back. We got Claudio Castagnoli versus Lio Rush. Surprisingly, this was a good match here. I'm a fan of both. Claudio is just absolutely great. Lio Rush, I like his charisma. He moves really good in the ring, very fast, which is very crafty. And they put on one hell of a match here. We had, of course, Claudio win the match. Claudio picked Lio Rush up, tossed him in the air, and delivered an uppercut to him. And then he went for the cover.
Oh, wow.
So Claudio ended up winning, which I was shocked because I thought that, Lio Rush might pick up the win somehow. But yeah, Claudio ended up winning. course, we don't need to go over this. Mariah May versus London DR. We already know who won.
Yeah.
Miss Mariah May. We did actually hear from Eddie Kingston.
Oh, okay.
Eddie Kingston was on his couch. He had a crutch on him. Eddie Kingston ended up saying that Bryan is being disrespectful to their sport. He ended up saying that Bryan is going to get beat because he doesn't have the fire. He ended up asking if Bryan was going to write his last love song to wrestling, or if he was going to lose because he ain't got it no more. So Eddie Kingston coming off, heelish here to me.
Definitely.
Just talking
Sounds like a
about
heel.
Bryan. So Eddie Kingston is going back to being a heel, which I always liked Eddie Kingston as a heel. You come out there and cut a promo, and you always had to hear what he had to say. Once he got on the mic, you knew it was time to close your mouths and listen to what the guy had to say. He comes out there, he doesn't give a shit. He just says what he has to say that's on his mind. Cut a promo with, real life situations. So, and that's what I like about Eddie Kingston. He doesn't give a shit. And then we had the main event, FTR versus the Acclaimed. This was pretty good. I actually really enjoy this.
Okay.
Bowens and Harwood started off the match. Bowens backed Harwood into the corner. He then delivered an armbar. At the end of the match, we had ended in a time limit draw because the match went overtime. And I'm like, when I watched this, I'm like, oh man, the overruns going into Dynamite, and now it's bleeding into Collision here. What is this? Every week now, we're going to get an overrun on Dynamite, an overrun on Collision. I'm like, these overruns are like killer at points. So, match ends with a time limit draw. Tony Schiavone announced that both teams advance to Wembley. So, Billy Gunn and Dax Harwood continue fighting on the outside. And, that was how Collision ended. But overall, I thought Collision was a pretty decent show last night.
It sounded like a decent show.
Yeah, aside from Mariah May and Jack Perry matches, which we all know was predictable. We all knew, who was going to win them. They were momentum matches, to, build them up for them head into the pay-per-view.
Mm-hmm.
So, but overall, it was a decent show for Collision last night.
Okay.
Really liked what they had to deliver. See what else is going on in the wrestling news. You had Fanatics Fest. WWE had a big Fanatics Fest panel.
Did you go to that?
Which was cool.
Did you go?
I did not go to that. I didn't go. I wish I did. I was going to go because Rhea Ripley was going to be there, and I was going to get her ticket, but unfortunately, it got sold out.
Oh, wow.
Same with Cody and, a few others. So, but hopefully next year I could go to Fanatics Fest. So.
Yeah, it looked like a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm. Let's see here. Roman Reigns' other family members pay tribute to Alpha Anawai. Yeah, rest in peace to Alpha, one of the greats. This is something that you'll like, Datila. Nick Nemeth, formerly known as Dolph Ziggler, recalls reaction to Scott D'Amore's TNA departure. Nick Nemeth, he is now a co-host on Busted Open Radio on Sirius XM. He kept saying that never revealed that it was D'Amore's vision that convinced him to agree to a series of dates with TNA. He kept saying, I turned down a bunch of different deals and I come here. And 2 TVs in, this guy's gone. At first, I felt blindsided like I got a cheap shot. Hey, listen, did I get suckered into coming here? Like, what the hell is the deal? After that initial reaction, Nemeth felt reassured by the professionalism of the rest of the TNA team, both creatively and on the business side. He ended up saying that his run with the company has been smooth for the most part, and he believes the people on the ground in TNA are carrying D'Amore's vision forward. So, I mean, do you think, because I know, of course, you're a big TNA fan, do you think that they kept Scott D'Amore's, vision of TNA still?
Well, his team is still in place, so nothing really changed much. They're working on production. The storylines are still good. Nick Nemeth is currently our world champion. He had an incredible match with Josh Alexander.
Oh, wow. Yeah. I didn't even know that he was champion.
Yeah, he's our world champion. He won at Slammiversary.
Oh, nice. Well, Nick Nemeth's doing pretty good for himself in TNA.
Yeah, he is.
Tony Khan refers to his veteran AEW star as captain of the team. Let's see this. Let's see what he has to say. One such legend is Bryan, who Tony Khan praised recently in an interview with TV Insider. So he believes that Bryan is captain of the team for AEW. Tony Khan ended up saying, having him backstage, working with our talent, being involved with the company daily behind the scenes to try to make AEW truly where the best wrestle. He is so valuable to us. I hope that Bryan will be with AEW forever. I wish he could wrestle with us forever. I know that is not possible, but I hope for as long as he is able to continue backstage and pretty much the rest of his life, I would hope Bryan would stay involved in AEW. We love having him here. He is the captain of the team. So that's pretty good words for Tony Khan there, just praising Bryan. Yeah. But, unfortunately, there's going to be a time where, Bryan retires. Of course, we said earlier, maybe he'll retire at Wrestle Dream in Washington. That's the best way to have Bryan retire, in his home state. So, yeah, I think, it was good words of Tony Khan to say that about Bryan. I mean, I do see him as a captain of the team for AEW. Yeah. I mean, we all know how much Bryan, really cares about the business, and he goes out there, puts his body on the line. Married to Brie Bella, has 2 kids. So, he's a family man.
Yeah.
Everybody respects Bryan. And he's a very nice guy. Let's see this. Bully Ray recalls AEW star being a complete dick and autograph sign. Let's see who this is. Bully Ray said that he thinks AEW's MJF is doing it almost perfectly. He said he witnessed MJF be a complete dick to everyone who came up to him at Rhode Island Comic Con last year.
Well, that makes perfect sense.
That makes perfect sense. I seen it when I took a picture with him at Comic Con last year. He ended up Datila last year. He ended up throwing a fan's belt over the curtain. While I was waiting in line, I saw him throw the belt over the curtain, which everybody was laughing. I was like hysterically cracking up.
Yeah.
And then
I hope they found their belt though. Those belts aren't cheap.
Oh yeah. Yeah, they gave the fan just got the belt. The fan who got the belt, he got it back. I guess one of the security guys ended up giving it to him back.
Mm-hmm.
So, but it was funny though. I was in hysterics.
I bet.
And we see MJF flipping off people. He does it for fun. He gives like dirty faces in pics, which we all seen. he said, Bully Ray said, sign Scribbler's name the most eligible. It's horrible. He throws the pictures at the people, throws the pictures on the floor. Yes, I have seen that last year at Comic-Con. The action figure flings it across the room, doesn't smile. Yes, he doesn't smile. Tells them that they suck, that they smell their mother, and it works. You have to say now people are entertained by it, which is where I draw the line, because if they're entertained by it, then not doing good enough of a job. Bully Ray said he wants MJF to get to a point where all the entertainment in his gimmick is gone. He ended up saying that he doesn't want people to look at the American champion and say they love to hate him. According to Bully Ray, if any love is involved, fans can hate MJF that much. He ended up saying, I still think Max has the next level. I want to see Max drag someone over the guardrails and beat the shit out of them. Yeah.
Okay.
But everything that Bully Ray said is true about MJF. You know, I seen it last year at Comic-Con, and that's how the way MJF is. You go online, go onto YouTube, and you know, go see like MJF like meet and greet or something like that. There's one meet and greet I saw where I guess he's talking to somebody, and then MJF interrupts. He's like, yeah. It was just funny.
That's funny.
The Miz wants Adam Pearce to ban this move. What move does he want Adam Pearce to ban? Miz faced off against Bronson Reed on this past Monday's edition of Raw. Of course, R-Truth ended up taking that tsunami.
The
squash
tsunami.
Four times. The Miz tweeted out, I was not injured by the impact of 8.3 kangaroos, 3 boars, and 1/3 of a baby elephant. As much as Michael Cole and Pat McAfee like to joke about this move, its impact is understated. And Pierce's smart move might be to ban Bronson Reed from doing it. So basically, the Miz wants Adam Pearce to ban the tsunami from Bronson Reed. Now, because that's Bronson Reed's signature move. I mean, what other move could Bronson Reed do other than the tsunami as his finisher? You know, that tsunami basically, the tsunami move basically describes, you know, Bronson Reed and his finishing move.
That's for sure.
So, sorry, Miz. It's not going to get banned. Adam Pearce is not going to ban it. Matt Hardy discusses recent WWE visit, want to end career there. Well, of course, he's going to want to end his career there. While in Cleveland for the latest WrestleCon, Matt and Jeff Hardy reportedly met with WWE officials to film digital content for an active WWE series and a potential Hardy-centric project. All right. I'm interested. Matt Hardy has since confirmed reports of this meeting, which took place ahead of SummerSlam premium live event set at the Cleveland Browns Stadium. Matt Hardy ended up saying that as soon as we got to Cleveland, we were met by a WWE driver who picked us up to take us to the WWE TV hotel, where we went and recorded some media, some digital for those guys, which is going to air on some of the platforms coming up in the future, which Matt Hardy ended up saying on his YouTube show, The Extreme Life of Matt Hardy. He ended up saying that it was very cool to interact with a lot of the guys. We walked in, and the first person we saw was Jey Uso. Of course, they had to meet Mr. Yeet.
Yeah.
We saw a couple of the other boys, saw a lot of the office, and interacted with them some. We filmed this bit, and we've got some really neat stuff that's going to be coming out on WWE Digital here over the course of probably the next 3 or 4 or 5 months. All right. Looking forward to it. Cool. As for them paving the way for a potential WWE return, according to Matt, this encounter with officials also served as an opportunity for his brother Jeff to clear the air with the company after his abrupt release in 2021 December, as well as his legal troubles that followed during his run with AEW. He ended up saying, I think for Jeff, it was a real big deal to be there and talk to some of the people because he felt bad about the way he left. Yeah. He felt bad about stuff he'd done at AEW when he got in trouble, and just to clear the air and let them see where he's at in life right now. That was a big deal to him, so that was really cool. I was really happy that he got that. It was great. We had a great time there. We left on great terms, and everything was cool. We told them we talk to them in the future. We'll do something a little bit later down the road. I think that they're eventually going to come back to WWE. I think they get, the Hall of Fame, the Hall of Fame induction. So, yeah, and Jeff Hardy, they're going to be back in WWE. I think they're going to sign both. They're going to both sign a Legends contract, and that's going to be, their potential return to WWE.
Well, technically, right now they're both in TNA, but I do see them going back to WWE.
Yeah, I think after the TNA contract expires, I think they're going back. I think they're going to get that, like I said, that Hall of Fame induction, and that's going to seal the deal for their return. I know that they said they want to go for the tag team championship one more time before they retire. So why not see that if they return to WWE? Give them just one, opportunity for a tag team title opportunity, and then just have them retire there. That's all they need. That's all they need to do. So hope that happens. Booker T lays out why he doesn't want WWE to feature NXT on main roster premium live events. Yeah, because you had on SmackDown, you had some NXT talent on there. Like you had Ethan Page in the audience. And others.
Yeah, Roxanne Perez and Trick Williams.
Roxanne Perez, Trick Williams. Speaking on his podcast, Hall of Fame, Booker T explained why he doesn't want to see current NXT wrestlers on future WWE events such as WrestleMania and SummerSlam, and believes it's important to give young stars the time to work towards being called up. Booker T ended up saying, I really don't want to see it. I really don't want to see the companies merge like that. I think when the guys get called up, that's really their time to shine. And being able to do it like this gives these young guys a whole lot more to work for to actually move up. Not just move up, but move out. It's like moving out of your parents' house. It's a totally different feeling, so I'd rather stay that way. Well, Booker T's, comments at points, they're very, people tend to, agree or disagree with him. I could understand what he's coming from, but, having, NXT talent, appear on main roster premium live events, that's, in my opinion, like a showcase to them for when they come up to the main roster and how it's going to be.
Yeah, I agree.
So, I mean, it's Booker T's opinion. So, not going to criticize that and say, oh, Booker T, he doesn't know what he's talking about. No, but
everybody has their own opinions.
Yep. And that's how it should be. The Deonna Purrazzo MJF. Deonna Purrazzo comments on MJF and Britt Baker's backstage altercation. Yeah, that altercation that they had backstage with Britt Baker and MJF's girlfriend, Alicia Tout. I think that's how you pronounce her last name. Deonna Purrazzo believes that the reports have been blown the incident out of proportion. I agree. I think this is not a big. It shouldn't be a big, a big deal. Unfortunately, because that Britt Baker was suspended, and Christopher Daniels ended up reversing that decision, bringing back Britt Baker. Purrazzo ended up saying, I think this was just one incident that sparked a lot of drama and also kind of took on a life of its own. The rumor mill starts going, and then things aren't as they were. You know what I mean? People add their 2 cents, and it makes it way bigger than it was. Yeah. I agree.
Same.
Champ saying, Purrazzo believes that the environment is healthy and the positive aspects don't get reported on enough. Champ saying, I think this was an isolated incident because everything else that I've experienced in this locker room is supportive, is encouraging. There's a lot of camaraderie. We just recently celebrated people's birthdays and have birthday cakes, and saying, I feel this locker room doesn't get as much credit as it deserves for that type of camaraderie. Really agree with what Deanna Purrazzo had to say about this. I
Yeah,
mean, the
same.
whole thing was just blown out of proportion.
I think she makes up. I think she brings up some really great points.
Mm-hmm. That's why may she fucking reign.
My friend Lucia came up with that.
Oh, really? I thought
Yeah.
Deanna Purrazzo, used to do that in TNA.
No, she did. She would just say, "Long may she reign." My friend Lucia came up with the "Long may she fucking reign."
Oh, okay. At first, I thought that you did that at first, like you came up with that. Now I know that was your friend. Yeah, see, this WWE stars dominate Fanatics Fest, sellout photo ops and autograph sessions. Even CM Punk's session was sold out.
I saw a video of a fan gave CM Punk a baby to hold up like freaking Lion King.
Yeah. Somebody has to meme that if there's a video of it, and then just put "It's a circle of life."
Find it moves.
That's what.
Yeah.
So yeah, they had a big thing at Fanatics Fest, which I wish I would have went if these scalpers did not, buy up all the tickets, for Rhea Ripley and Cody Rhodes and all like that.
Yeah.
It would have been absolutely, a joy to go to it.
I bet.
So as from what I've seen, I mean, you had CM Punk there, Jade Cargill, Jey Uso, Bianca Belair, Liv Morgan, L.A. Knight, yeah, Tiffany Stratton, Hulk Hogan. You also had Rhea Ripley, Bayley, Rey Mysterio, and Cody Rhodes. They actually did have a banner for when Raw comes to Netflix, which I saw, which, the banner looked pretty cool.
Yeah, I saw it too.
But yeah, hopefully next year, Fanatics Fest, I'll attend. Hopefully the same stars that are there, come. Mariah May explains how Toni Storm created a monster. Mariah May spoke with Busted Open Radio about the showdown at All In. Mariah May ended up saying that I wouldn't be nothing without Toni Storm. She made me everything that I am today. She gave me everything that she had: clothes, her knowledge, her time, and she made me who I am. She created this monster, and she created her own downfall. This is entirely her fault. Everybody saw it coming. Everybody told her it was going to happen. Even fans saw it coming. She didn't listen, and now she has to face me in my hometown next Sunday, and she's going to die. So Mariah May coming off here, very realish when she says, I wouldn't be nothing without Toni Storm, and then just go basically into her character.
Oh, yeah.
Mariah May plans on reading Toni Storm's eulogy. So Mariah May ended up saying, no, I'm closer to Toni than anyone else. Well, she's closer to Toni, but she was also close with Mina Shirakawa because, of course, they were both in Stardom together.
Yeah.
And that's pretty much basically her best friend.
Yeah, but I definitely do think Mariah May is winning this.
Yeah, by far. That woman has her head in the clouds. There was no world where she would ever turn on me. She loved me like I was a child. It was never a worry of mine. And for me, I always knew I was going to do it. It was just a case of when. Wembley was just perfect. The perfect time to do it. That's why I struck when I did. So, yeah, it's going to be in Mariah May's home country. She's from the UK. So, obviously, Mariah May's going to win it there because it's in her home country of the UK. So she kept saying that she's promising to shoot the horse at Wembley. saying that I think it's going to feel really good. I'm excited to end Tony's reign because, as you know, Thunder Rosa, many people have tried and not been able to do it because everyone has taken the wrong approach. The way to beat Tony is psychological warfare. So, yeah, all this, from Mariah May, just pretty much talking, as a character, saying, I'm going to beat Tony Storm, I'm going to do this, and I'm going to win the women's championship. So
Yeah, she should win.
She really is. He says Wembley card is looking stacked, looks solid.
Yeah, I agree.
It does. It's gonna shape up to be a good show. MJF says he had this WWE star fat head on his wall. MJF revealed that he was fond with John Cena's character early in his WWE career. He also commented on the 16-time WWE World Champions feud with the Nexus in 2010. Yeah, we all want to remember how bad the Nexus was as it went on, which WWE failed on that.
Unfortunate.
It started good. It started good, and then they didn't know what to do with them.
Yeah.
MJF ended up saying John Cena was a fathead on my wall when he was rapping. And then he stopped the rap and then he started being very nice and I didn't care for it. I'm not one to defend, first of all, my good friend John. I don't know if he's seen it, but he puts me over all the time in interviews, as he should. I'm a generational talent. I've never seen any interview where John Cena puts over MJF. Generational talents know generational talents when they see one. Wade was constantly attacking him with multiple people, which again is something your guys do. You never try to have a fight one-on-one. Your friends always drunkenly jump in, right? So I feel John was just defending himself and his country in that moment. Yeah. So yeah, that's funny. MJF
yeah, it is.
Saying that John Cena was a fathead on his wall. Jack Perry unveils the custom TNT Championship. We saw that. Zack Sabre Jr. wins G1 Climax, makes early challenge for IWGP title. So cool. I think Zack Sabre Jr. is very underrated. I think he's very underrated in the ring. I think he is he's very good. Let's see here. Sabre announced that he planned on challenging IWGP World Heavyweight Champion Tetsuya Naito at King of Pro Wrestling on October 14th in Royal Goku Sumo Hall. The G1 Climax winner challenges the champion at Wrestle Kingdom in January, but Sabre said he nor the fans wanted to wait that long. So he really wants this match already. So, well, I hope he does it. He wins the IWGP title. So we'll have to wait and see. MJF explains why fans should treat the Young Bucks with respect.
That's funny.
Oh my God, a lot of MJF articles here.
Yeah.
MJF is going on a talking spree here.
He is.
Speaking to Wrestle Talk, MJF noted that AEW wouldn't exist without the Young Bucks. Of course.
Yeah.
They're two of its co-founders and original EVPs. And MJF ended up saying, I think it's unfortunate that if new people come into my company, they should be showing them that respect that they earned and deserves. I feel the fans should be showing them that respect they earned and deserved. Well, the Young Bucks are respected. They're one of the best. One of the best tag teams, and everybody enjoyed them even before AEW came into play.
That's true.
After watching the last WWE pay-per-views, I did overpredict the stuff. Now I know it is predictable compared to AEW pay-per-views. AEW pay-per-views, I think, in my opinion, like they come off predictable, but WWE, with Triple H, being a creative, sometimes it has that unpredictability at points. G1 was fire, best one I've seen since 2019. It's cool. Yes, I respectful of MJF, saying about the Young Bucks that they should be treated with respect. The Undertaker admits he didn't want to do a famous Hell in a Cell spot. Fortunately, this is one of my all-time favorite Hell in a Cell match from King of the Ring '98. Undertaker versus Mick Foley, such a classic match it was. A lot of that spot that was, that was unpredictable, where he choke slammed Mick Foley through the cage. He was on Logan Paul's Impulsive podcast. Who watches Impulsive? He said, truth be told, I didn't want to do it because of, he's talking about Mick Foley's iconic fall from the cell.
Yeah.
Where I guess he ended up tossing Mick Foley off the top of the cell in that classic moment. He claimed he tried to talk Foley down. However, he was set on upstaging the first ever Hell in a Cell. The previously had Bad Blood '97. That was in your house Bad Blood, where he ended up facing Shawn Michaels. And that was a really great match. Now, of course, that match, we got the debut of That's Gotta Be Kane. So, I'm saying in the following weeks, Foley began to lose confidence in having a better match. But Mark Calloway, of course, Undertaker's a real name, gave his rival a pep talk that led to his rival finding inspiration. Foley then came up with the idea that he should be tossed off the top of the cage and brought Vince McMahon in to convince Calloway. Now, whenever I see, Vince McMahon there, like when he came out during that match, I thought that was like real. I thought Mick Foley was legit injured, but that was part of the match there.
Yeah, it's been a while since I've seen that spot. So
yeah, it's such a iconic spot. Like when you think of that, like him getting choke slammed off the top of the cell, that gets overshadowed by that toss by the Undertaker off the cell.
Oh, definitely.
When he goes through the commentary table. Yeah, that spot and the thumbtack spot gets overshadowed as well.
Mm-hmm.
So Undertaker ended up saying he had in his mind like he needed to do something that would fool the people into thinking that they had seen something right. They double team me. You know what I'm saying? No, yeah, Mark, he says he can do it. And I'm like, fuck, are you kidding? We don't need to do it. I said, fine. All right, you want to get thrown off the top? Fine. I'll throw you off the top. There. Are you happy? So it looked like Mick Foley really wanted that spot to happen. So he kept pressuring Undertaker to do it. I guess the top, Shawn Michaels' match. He ended up claiming the emotional roller coaster that he was going through the match. He ended up saying, because I let him go, I could see myself standing there. And I can also see him falling, which seemed like it took 20 seconds to hit that table. The fall ended up being more brutal than Calloway anticipated. And as Foley slid under the railing, the veteran began to panic. He was like, that's what I'm going to go down for. I killed Mick Foley. Calloway recalled that he didn't even notice that the crew began lifting the cage with him still on it. Yeah, there's a point in that match where the cage was being lifted and the Undertaker was still on top of the cage as it was lifted. So it says right here, as the cage was being lifted with him still on it, he was too distracted by his nerves. But he was notified that Foley was up. And Undertaker ended up saying, and I'm thinking, wow, okay, that's over with. He was like, that son of a bitch. He's like, he starts climbing back up. Yeah, Foley wasn't originally planned to fall through the cell. Yeah, of course, that wasn't planned, where Taker choke slammed him through the cell. And he actually got the chair actually got him in the mouth.
Oh wow.
Because there's a spot where his tooth was under his nose.
I gotta rewatch this match because I don't remember most of this.
Yeah. Hopefully want to do a watch along of that match. We could.
Maybe. We'll see.
Yeah. Calloway recalled that the cage was less put together than when he faced Shawn Michaels, and that when him and Foley walked on the surface, he could hear the brackets pop. He then realized that the cage wasn't going to hold, and at the last second, after hitting the chokeslam, he stepped off the mesh and stood on the pole, keeping the cage together. We were going to slide down one of the panels and then get back into the ring and finish the match. And man, when I chokeslammed him, he just never stopped, he said. Yeah, you tell, crazy. Mick Foley was one crazy son of a gun here.
Yeah.
And I like that Undertaker said the match with Foley might be the high point of his career. Without a doubt.
Definitely.
Without a doubt. People will stop. He said people will still stop me on the street like, man, that time he chokeslammed, Mick. So, yeah, he gets a lot of comments about that. Even Mick Foley gets a lot of comments about that. That was one of the questions I told Mick Foley when I met him at one of the indie shows. I said, "Oh, my favorite match of yours is the Hell in a Cell match with the Undertaker." He's like, "Yeah, I know," because he gets that mentioned all the time. And that
there's a meme. There's a meme I see where it says, "What's the greatest threat to mankind?" And some people say Undertaker, the Undertaker, because he threw.
Yeah, I want to find that meme.
I think it's a meme, or it's like a question.
Calloway claims that Mick Foley was still up for more. This is how he thinks, right? We gotta get to the trap. We gotta get to the tax. I'm like, Mick, I have thrown you off of this thing. I have thrown you through it. I don't think they care about the tax. But yeah, this sounds, absolutely crazy. What Mick Foley wants to drive Undertaker to do all this stuff.
Yeah,
this is some
crazy.
stuff this is some fun facts, from the Undertaker here.
Oh,
and it
definitely.
just makes this match a whole lot more, interesting, in the history about it.
Yeah.
Mick Foley selling the moves really gave it the oh snap moment on his wrestling career, without a doubt. Oh, I forgot to mention, congrats to Dustin Rhodes, double champion.
Is it double champion?
Yeah, it says right here. Dustin Rhodes became the double champion by winning Ring of Honor tag titles.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he won the Ring of Honor.
Oh, yeah,
World
that's
Six-Man Championship with the Von
right.
Erichs
Yeah, I forgot about that.
back in July. I forgot about that too. Yeah, Rhodes cut a tearful promo after the show for AEW social media channels afterward, and he discussed his recent successes and reflected on his career as a pro wrestler. Yeah, there's the video. If anybody wants to check it out on AEW's X page or Twitter or their social media pages, check it out. He ends up saying, never in a million years where I think that at 55 years old with 2 titles and just putting this out tonight, it's so long I've been fighting so hard just to keep proving myself. I don't know why, because it seems that I've proven myself enough, and my past sins always pay for them. The last 16 years, I've just been busting my ass and trying my best to be an inspiration and to do things not a lot of people my age can do. So, but Dustin Rhodes, he's doing, some of the best work in AEW. I have to say, Goldust, his Goldust character was phenomenal, but Dustin Rhodes being himself in AEW, this is just as good as his Goldust character. He had saying Dustin Rhodes going for the Ring of Honor Championship, so Briscoe versus Dustin Rhodes, I think he's getting it.
I could see that happening.
Yeah, I think that would be a very good match there. Briscoe versus Dustin Rhodes, one hell of a match there, I have to say. What else? We're gonna get another NJF. No, not as yet. Mark Henry describes how things have changed backstage at Raw. Yeah, so Mark Henry was in attendance at Raw with his son.
Yeah, I
Uh,
remember that. Yeah. Yeah, he was.
I did not know that that he resigned with WWE, because there were times I was like, oh, where's Mark Henry doing? On AEW, it's time for the main event.
Yeah.
And from what I heard, he didn't re-sign with TNA. TNA with AEW.
Oh my god.
I said TNA.
It's late. It's
Botch.
late. Yeah, it's a botch.
Yeah,
It's late. It's like almost
yeah,
one where you're at.
yeah. But it's like like I'm reading too fast. That's why.
Huh.
Um, Mark Henry spoke with his fellow host on Busted Open Radio, asked about the differences backstage now. Triple H is in control. Henry ended up saying that there is a different feel backstage now, that Paul Levesque is calling the shots. Yeah, I heard, now that, backstage it's a lot more calmer, a lot more relaxed with Triple H. A lot of people, a lot of the stars backstage love working with Triple H, and they did Vince McMahon. And it seems like, everything is running smoothly there.
Yeah, definitely. I can see
And they're
that.
not and then not get that and anybody and everybody there is not getting too crazy, when Vince was in charge. A lot
Yeah.
laid back. Mark Henry up saying, I see people under less pressure. There's a certain level of loud creativity. I've heard that there's people that have been allowed to make a mistake or two. You know what? Sometimes it goes a long way when the pressure's not on you to go and do exactly as you're told. To go out there and create, be an artist, if you fail, you're going to be micromanaged more. But at least have that opportunity to go and create. That's almost freedom. And Mark Henry's son, Jacob, announced that he signed with WWE over SummerSlam weekend. And he made the announcement during Mark Henry's DJ set during a remix Rumble event in Cleveland, Ohio. So yeah, it's going to take a long while for Jacob to see him on WWE, and let's see what Jacob could bring once he
Yeah.
gets to NXT. I see a lot of potential in him.
Well, yeah. Yeah.
So hopefully, he does good. Of course, his father's going to be training him probably, of course.
Oh, definitely.
Tony Khan did call out WWE Triple H for contract tampering. He did mention that Triple H used Mark Henry's son to get him back.
I could see that.
Probably. But Mark Henry didn't want to resign with AEW. I mean, he ended up saying that. Bully Ray said this AEW feud has lost its luster. Yeah, he's talking about Mercedes Moné and Britt Baker.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can sense that. I agree with him. It has a little bit lost its luster. Like, the more I see it on TV every week, the more I less care about it.
I feel like it happened too quickly. They kind of rushed through it, and
yeah, just for Britt Baker to come back and get the TBS championship, get a opportunity for it.
Mm-hmm.
Bully Ray ended up saying, I have been a big fan of the potential of Mercedes and the good doctor, Britt Baker. I feel like over the past couple of weeks, it's lost a little bit of its luster, a little bit of its steam. He's not wrong about that. I was not a fan of the whole suspension thing that happened outside the ring, bleeding inside, into creative and into the ring. Wasn't a fan of the good doctor not being there last week. I was a fan of seeing her this week, although it took her a little bit of time to get to the ring. So, I mean, I understand what, Bully Ray is saying. I agree with him. Yes, the feud kind of lost its luster a bit. And like what Datila said, it was built way too quickly.
Yeah.
CM Punk says he put Steve Austin to sleep in potential dream match, WWE dream match. I don't want to see Steve Austin in the ring again. That match with Kevin Owens at at Texas WrestleMania. That was awful. That match was absolutely awful.
I disagree. I actually really enjoyed it.
Just seeing Stone Cold in that state of him moving slow, I was like, man, this is sad. This is, I know Stone Cold said he wants to get back in the ring. He has an itch to get back in the ring. Please no. Please don't. Stay retired. I mean, you see what happened when Shawn Michaels came back into the ring. Yeah, you don't want to go that route. Because you saw that, you end up seeing that happen with Shawn Michaels. Punk was asked about the prospect of facing Austin in Vegas at WrestleMania next year. He spoke with this during Fanatics Fest. He kept saying that would be up to Steve. It's not up to me. I think he had a pretty good return, came back, main event at WrestleMania. At this point, his 6 years might be buried in the Nevada desert. But if he wants to dig them up, I'm your Huckleberry. It should have happened 10 plus years ago. But if he wants to sleep, he can call me. I agree. It should have happened 10 years ago. I mean, a lot of people really want to see Punk versus Stone Cold. But it's too long, and I don't think it will work nowadays. Like, nobody is going to clam nowadays for a Punk Stone Cold match. And then people are going to be like, oh, well, Stone Cold, he moved fast. Oh, Punk got most of the momentum in that match. It's going to be that. But, it's up to Austin if he wants to have that match with Punk. Do I see Austin making a WrestleMania return next year in Vegas? I think so.
I think maybe just like a cameo.
Yeah, maybe a cameo. But it's understandable why he didn't appear at WrestleMania this year, because it would have overshadowed Cody's win. So they end up, again, The Undertaker to do it, which I was fine with.
It made the most sense, though,
Mm-hmm.
Stone Cold made a lot of sense.
Mm-hmm. I mean, my friend was like, oh, yeah, like he wanted Austin to be there. But I was like, I told him if Austin was there, he would have overshadowed, that win of Cody Rhodes. Like, a lot of people wouldn't be talking about Cody's championship win. It would be more talking about Austin being there. So, well, yeah, let's hopefully we see Austin make a cameo appearance at WrestleMania next year.
Yeah.
Are you thinking of going to WrestleMania next year in Vegas?
Oh, of course.
You got that, and then you got All In, AEW WrestleMania. Yeah. So it's going to be a big year for you, Datila, next year.
That's yeah. Hopefully,
Jake Harville, we'll see. Tony Schiavone calls this AEW Women's Division star such a cool girl. Is he talking about Britt Baker?
Maybe. No, Mariah May.
Mariah May. Tony Schiavone, I'm saying that she just sat down and looked at me with those beautiful eyes. And I said, say whatever you want to say. Yeah, I'm saying she's such a cool girl. When she first came in, she was so unsure of herself, and she was wondering about, did I make the right choice? And am I ever going to be used? And damn, she just kind of just made that angle work. Her and Toni Storm both. All right, so Mariah May seems like a awesome person, backstage at AEW. And Tony Schiavone calling her such a cool girl shows how much of a sweetheart she is. So.
Sorry.
That's all right. But yeah, I was saying, Tony Schiavone calling Mariah May such a cool girl. That shows how much of a sweetheart she is probably backstage.
Yeah.
Just like how William Regal left AEW to NXT because he wanted to push his son in wrestling. But he's no good in getting special treatment. You can see the NXT talent's faces. Mm-hmm. I didn't even know his son was in wrestling.
Yeah, Charlie Dempsey.
Oh, I didn't even know that was his son.
Yeah.
Oh man. Kevin Owens did all the work, made Austin look very good. He didn't take no bump in the ring. Yeah, but I agree with that. But the match still kind of sucked. After watching Punk versus Drew, I don't see Punk making Austin look good because during the Drew match, Punk was mostly on the floor throughout the match. Well, we're going to be getting that second match. We're going to be getting that strap match, which
Oh
I
yeah.
called.
Mm-hmm.
I called that, and that's going to possibly be happening at Bash in Berlin.
I could definitely see it happening.
And then again, the last match between them at Bad Blood, Hell in a Cell. I'm saying a lot of people have said Mariah May and Tiffany Stratton look similar.
I don't see it.
No, I don't see it. I thought Austin didn't show up at Mania because he wanted over $8 million for another match. What? Really?
I didn't know.
Wow. So yeah, they're definitely not gonna get Austin if he wants that much. Punk just doing what he did in AEW now in WWE. At least he's on his best behavior now in WWE, and he's not, talking shit about, what happened backstage in AEW and, with Jack Perry, that whole situation. Punk is on, like I said, Punk is on his best behavior in WWE. Not once has he caused any drama. There's not one article or news that said about CM Punk having heat in WWE. I hope this happens. Johnny Gargano on possibility of reunion with Way. Now, the Way, I really enjoyed that group in NXT. It was Gargano, his wife Candice LeRae, Austin Theory, Indy Hartwell, and he had Dexter Lumis come in there later on. But they were a very good heel group, and every time when they were on NXT TV, it was just absolutely very interesting.
Oh, I didn't really get a
Gargano
chance to.
was.
Oh. What? Sorry.
I like that Gargano was a heel in the group, and just Candice LeRae thought made a good heel as well. The two husband and wives, being heels together. The whole thing where they freaked out of Dexter Lumis was cool. Also, Indy Hartwell taking a liking to Dexter Lumis. I thought that was one of the most interesting love angles that they did down there, because every time that Dexter Lumis and Indy Hartwell were together, Dexter Lumis would be sending her these draw-ins, which was cool, and you really bought them, in the love angle there.
Okay.
So it was interesting.
Yeah, I didn't see much of the Way, unfortunately.
I would say go back and watch, some of their promos, some of their matches. So speaking as a father, you always want to see your children go off and do their own thing, right? But you never know when a family reunion could be in the works. You never know when that could happen. People go off and they do their own thing. But at the end of the day, you are still family. So I'll never say never on a Way reunion. The Way is something that I look back on very fondly. It was one of the funnest times I had in NXT. I agree with Gargano there. Very fun group it was. So to be able to do that on a grander scale is something that I'm always very interested in. And you see, on Johnny Gargano's YouTube channel, him, Candice, and Indy Hartwell, travel together. Tommaso Ciampa is with them. So I wouldn't mind seeing, the Way, reunited on TV, on the main roster. You throw possibly Tommaso Ciampa in there. That would be very cool. So, but yeah, Datila, I would recommend you check out some of the way stuff. Very fun stuff it was. Let's see.
No, I kind of have to go. It's almost 10.
Yeah,
so
that's pretty much all the news for now. Yeah, what's your question? So I'll just wait for him. Yeah, I just saw your message in the private chat. So
yeah,
sorry about that. I'm just
no,
reading
it's
all the
okay.
news and stuff. So, but thank you, Datila, for your time. Always a joy of you doing these predictions and these streams with me. And where can people find you, Datila?
They can find me at Ragers of Wrestling on YouTube. I go live every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, occasional Saturdays and Sundays. You can follow me on Twitter at @Datila_. I talk all things wrestling, WWE, AEW, TNA. For all things TNA, I go live every Thursday on Body Slam. This weekend, it's like Power Rangers. This weekend is this Power Morphicon weekend, so I'll be covering Power Morphicon. And then on Thursday, I won't be covering TNA this Thursday because I will be going on the special Power Morphicon field trip. I'll be going to all the filming locations when Power Rangers is filmed here in LA. So they'll be taking us to the filming locations because I think it's going to be really cool. I've actually never gone on this trip in all the years that I've been to Power Morphicon. So I'm really looking forward to attending.
Awesome. Hopefully, Datila will be vlogging for her channel at Power Morphicon. So please support her channel. Please give her a subscribe. She is an awesome person, one of my good friends. She deserves a lot of subscribers, and she just knows her Power Ranger stuff.
Thanks.
She knows her wrestling as well. We'll end it on here. If me and Datila want to give our opinions on this, who is more likely to show up at Wembley? Shane McMahon, Ricochet, or Bobby Lashley? I would have to say
Ricochet.
It would be Ricochet. Yeah, I think Ricochet is going to appear. Shane McMahon, I know that there was a photo of him and Tony Khan at an airport, but I think at some point Shane McMahon's going to possibly be in AEW. Not right now, though, but the possibility. Yeah. And Bobby Lashley, no, I don't see Bobby Lashley going to AEW as of now. I have to say maybe as we get towards the end of the year, maybe. Mm-hmm. And for you, Datila, he says TNA fire. So rest in peace, Yellow and Green, White Ranger. If I see an ambulance, it's Ricochet at Wembley.
Okay.
So, yeah. All right, guys. Well, thank you all for tuning into the stream here. Hopefully you enjoyed our All In predictions, also the wrestling news. Once again, thank you, Datila, for joining me. You're always welcome on these live streams.
Yeah.
And so thank you all for watching. Be sure to give the video a thumbs up, comment, subscribe, and I will see you all tomorrow with my Monday Night Raw review. So until then, guys, have a good night, and I'll catch you all later.